I arrived back in Utah last night. It feels so good to be back in Park City. I mean, I've been on the road pretty much straight for 2 months, you know, because I flew back from Europe and then the very next day I drove all the way out to Oregon, and of course I was in Sun Valley on the way back to Utah. When I left on that road trip, I had 19,200 miles, and now I have 21,700 miles. So round trip, 2,500 miles. I mean, the car performed nearly flawlessly. Of course, it had the dead battery, but that's beside the point. So, without further ado, what is this? What did I get from Vivid Vinyls? There's only one way to find out. Let's open it up. Look what I have here. So there's 5 different vinyl samples from Vivid Vinyls, 5 different colors. Let's check them out. One of these colors I am going to be wrapping the Gallardo in. Starting off here on the right, the matte blue, the matte purple, the satin blue, the magenta, and the satin chrome purple. So basically the goal in today's video is we're gonna wrap each one of these different samples on a different body panel, then take the car out in the sunlight to try to determine which color to wrap the entire car with. I'd love to hear your guys' feedback. I like all 5 colors, to be honest. I'm a little hesitant about the magenta, but the other 4, I think all look incredible. So this is gonna be a fun little project, and yes, I am wrapping the Gallardo myself with the help of my buddy Clayton, who does have some experience wrapping cars. You guys have seen his satin white Porsche Cayman. So yeah, we're gonna be doing this project sometime here soon. So today's video is to just figure out the color, then we're gonna have to order the material, so it might be about a week or 2 out before the official wrap happens. But before we get started on wrapping the car, one of the most important things before installing vinyl is to get the car extremely clean so that the vinyl adheres to the car. Luckily for me, Clayton owns Summit Auto Detailing, so we're gonna give this car a full wash and then begin wrapping it up. The Gallardo is finally clean after the 2,500 mile road trip. Compliments of Summit Auto Detailing. If you're in Park City, they're the best for sure. So the plan with the 5 samples is we're gonna wrap the hood in 3 different portions. 1 color here, 1 here, and then 1 here. So it's super important that the surface of the paint doesn't have any wax left over. So that's isopropyl alcohol. Clayton is wiping down the car. Basically, you want just to adhere the wrap to the clear coat. You can see the clear bra right there. We're just gonna leave that on the car just for the added protection. You will be able to notice the line through the wrap, but that's okay. So this is knifeless tape we're installing right here. This is so we can make a perfect cut when we install the vinyl. Clayton's using this squeegee, applying a little bit of pressure. You can see it has the felt there. He's basically just pushing the air that's underneath the film out. So this tape is super cool. Just pull it, and that avoids having to make any cuts on it. Look at that. How cool is that? Boom. Everything's impressive.
I love doing this.
Yeah. Magenta actually looks quite a bit better now that it's on the car. All of my camera batteries are now dead from filming all these time lapses, so I'm gonna have to make this one real quick before this battery dies as well. So we're pretty much finished with the last sample of the satin blue. It's all coming together now. It's dark out anyways, so we're gonna have to regroup tomorrow, take this car out into the sunlight, and see how they all look. Really love the finish on this blue. The magenta is definitely growing on me. The satin chrome purple, and the matte blue and the matte purple. By this point, there are probably a group of you that are still confused as to why an idiot like myself would wrap my Lamborghini like a Fruit Loop. So of course not. This is not gonna be on the car for any much longer than this afternoon. I'm simply gonna be choosing one of these 5 colors to wrap the entire car with. Now I know there's gonna be the people out there that are like, how could you cover up the orange? And yes, the orange is fantastic. But the cool thing about the vinyl wrap is, first off, it's just kind of fun. Like, it's just fun to change the color of the car. It also will add a layer of protection to protect that orange paint, which is in such good condition. So, what do you guys think? What color should I choose? We have the matte purple, the matte blue, the satin chrome purple, the magenta, and then the satin blue right there. So as far as the timeline to get this car wrapped, so I'm headed to Monterey Car Week around the 15th of August. Today is the 27th of July, and my goal is to have this car wrapped in its new color by the time I leave for Car Week. So it's gonna be cutting it a little bit close because there's a lot that is involved in wrapping a car like the Gallardo. There's so many different pieces of this car that you have to take off. For example, I'm gonna have to remove the headlight cluster, the front bumper, all 4 wheels. The mirrors are gonna have to come off. This piece right here will come off, the engine cover, the tail lights, the spoiler. It's pretty extensive. And you guys know, taking a car apart isn't that difficult in comparison to putting a car back together. So yes, I'm gonna be wrapping this car with the help of my friend Clayton, or maybe I should put it a different way. I'm gonna be helping Clayton. I'm gonna be more his assistant because he has a lot more experience and skill when it comes to wrapping a car. So yeah, what do you guys think? Let's take one last look at the 5 colors. This is gonna be so much fun. Now, first off, check out this snazzy construction vest that they gave.